Hi. All right. So this is Sophia Franco. She is a systems operation manager. It's so nice to have you with me.
Awesome. It's so nice to be here.
Yeah. So you are a WCSU student, full-time student?
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna give you a few questions. So, what were your first thoughts as a assistant operations manager?
My first thoughts were that I was very excited to have more responsibilities in my job and to try out a new and more important role.
Okay. Working as a manager, did you have any hard times or challenges in the job?
I would say the biggest challenge or struggle was adapting from switching just to the regular, like everyday employee tasks to the manager ones, and as well as just like balancing all of that and what you have to do daily. That was
Mm.
kind of the most difficult thing to get used to.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
How did you manage being a full-time student and also with your work life?
It is and was hard to get into a swing and to balance, but I think it's just important to have a day or two in the week where you're not hectic and working all the time and you can do any homework or just even have just a day for yourself. That makes the
Mhm.
workload just so much more easier to balance.
Oh, okay. So like did you have like any tips? Basically, like did you have like use Google Calendar or did you use like
Mm.
apps?
I have my Apple Calendar, which I just use for everything, like every work or homework assignment that I have, it all goes into there. So I can kind of see a list of what I have to do for that day. And
Mm-hmm.
then I can kind of plan my weeks accordingly for that. And I could say
Hmm.
this day in the middle of the week, and then this weekend, I can have the days to do my homework or anything that I need to catch up on, stuff like that.
Oh wow. Okay. So like did you think it was like hard at first when you got your promotion as an assistant operations manager?
Yes, it was. I thought that I wouldn't be able to really handle all the responsibilities. And I thought because I am a full-time student and I have classes basically every day, I
Mm-hmm.
thought it would be difficult to manage.
Hmm.
But I think switching your mindset about it and going into it more of as an opportunity and that you get to do these things,
Yeah.
it kind of makes it easier on yourself to think about.
Hmm.
And then once you get into the flow of things, and then once really started like having a set schedule, and
Yeah.
again, like those days where it's just a break and you can do basically nothing, kind of just makes it all easier.
All right. And what were some good lessons you learned at your job that you will never make a mistake at? Very good.
I would say probably just being more responsible in general. Like it's
Okay.
taught me how to juggle different tasks throughout the day and having a lot of different things to do that have to be done at the same time or the same day. And it just kind of showed me like time management in that
Okay.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds like just
Yeah.
sum up of what like a manager's job is.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
and then last question, what would be your advice to like high schoolers out there who want to work in that type of career field or in manager in general?
I would say to not let things build up and to, like I said, like those mental health or self-care days
Mm,
are probably the most important to just give
mm,
yourself that leeway so you're not putting a lot of pressure and responsibilities on yourself because then it can kind of just feel like it's unmanageable and you think that you can't do it when you really can. So
right.
I would just say like don't let it consume your whole mind, but still like have a nice schedule and then you can kind of just maintain it from there.
Okay, yeah. And then can you just give me again a brief summary on what you do and why you do it?
Yeah, sure. So, in the operations manager, I kind of am in charge of everything that goes on behind the desk at the information in the student centers.
Mhm.
So, like, let's say they have a setup one day, or people need questions or anything, they lost something they can't find, that would go straight to me, and I have to kind of plan every day. Like, we have different people that come in to do setups at the student centers, so that needs to be made into a list of everything that they need, like the tables, the chairs, the
Mhm.
technology they may need,
Mhm.
as well as like updating people's shift descriptions. So,
Mhm.
like scheduling them to what days they're going to be working and what they need to be doing during those days. And what kind of drew me to it was again like having a kind of important role. I've never really had a job that I was a manager in, so I thought it'd be a good experience for me and also my future.
Right.
And I at ECM, which is the company I work for at WestCon, they're
Mhm.
just a very accepting and welcoming environment, so I thought that that would be the perfect place to try that out.
Oh, wow. All right. You hear that, future high schoolers work at ACM.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what were the responsibilities you had to like choose for and then like change as you were growing into your position?
Yeah, so the biggest one was probably with the shifts and like managing other people because
Right.
when you first come into the job, you really only have to show up at the desk
Mhm.
and do the daily tasks of just answering people's questions or doing the setups where you'll help them like move chairs and stuff.
Mhm.
And then if you transfer over to the manager, you get the responsibilities of like opening and closing the buildings every day. Um,
Wow. Uh-huh.
the shift scheduling and like even just the weekly manager meetings that we have that you'll need to go to like every week for a couple hours just to see what needs to get done and stuff like that. So it's a little like it's a lot of little responsibilities that you just don't usually have if you're just like a student desk worker.
Mhm. But it's good to learn for
Yes.
like managing, getting to know like people and then managing and just bossing around a bunch of people. It's like a lot. Definitely.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. But it's a great skill to have and to
Mhm.
work on.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
It was so lovely to speak to you.
You as
And
well.
yeah.